Hey guys, what's going on? Neca Addiction 1984, another vid. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Neca 1/4 scale 18-inch jungle hunter predator, unmasked with open mandibles. First and foremost, just before I get into the main figure itself, he does come with his plasma cannon, which really, to be honest with you, at this point in the movie he's already removed this, so I mean it's a nice touch. But personally, for me, being somebody who's pretty particular about, scenes in films and what kind of item of clothing they should have and all that kind of stuff, I'm pretty particular about that. So yeah, it's nice to have. This isn't the first time that we get this with this kind of release, but just so if you guys want to buy one, then the option to mount the shoulder cannon is there. His medipack and all that kind of stuff would be, I guess, in this compartment here. But we're going to go into the main event. So I am a huge Predator fan, and this was just one of those pieces that was a must for me. He's actually, he was my very first quarter scale figure, and I got him back in 2010. So I'm guessing this guy was probably released around about 2008. We've had a couple of gut-wrenching and heart-stopping moments with him. He's collapsed a few times off of shelving and stuff, so I really try to not display this guy as much. I still have the original box for him and shit like that as well. That's a pretty cool image. But Neca, they've nailed pretty much every Predator that they've done. This is, well, as I say, was my first quarter scale Predator, but we also added the Elder Predator from P2 and the City Hunter quite recently. But I think this one still stands out to be my favourite out of all of them, just because I love that film so much. But the detailing on him is absolutely phenomenal. And this is usually where I kind of think to myself about going into things like Hot Toys. And I'm always saying to myself, do I really necessarily need to take that leap? Where I can get these things that are at a much bigger size, much bigger scale, and yet cost a fraction of what Hot Toys are offering. I don't fucking think so. I think I'm more than happy with the kind of shit Neca puts out. But there's everything that you could imagine from him. He's got the bone necklaces and stuff. He's got all his trophies kind of proudly on display, wrapped around him as he's going for the hunt. I'll back off a little bit, guys, let you see him. This, believe it or not, is actually the first time that I've had him posed like this. I usually just have him standing upright with maybe just an arm outstretched in front of him. But it's the very first time that I've ever had him like this. I always, for some reason, thought he was a fake because I could never remember if he ever had the articulation in him or not, because I never fucking tried it. So needless to say, it's worked out for me for this video. I'd like to try and get a look around the back of him if I can. I've just got to be a wee bit fragile with him. I do take extra care of this guy. There you can see the dreads and stuff are all there. Beautifully displayed. These are all kind of like, I would say that they're almost separate rubber pieces. And of course he's got his wrist blades. Those things are pretty sharp as well at the end of them. And they can be pushed in. But you can just see that everything looks really good. And this isn't a custom paint job or anything like that. I buy them stock and I fucking leave them stock. I can't be arsed with the hassle of finding someone to repaint them. I would have liked to have had a couple of pieces redone, but I've sort of been speaking to a couple of people around about the beginning of this year, the tail end of last year. One of them being the NED, but I never really got anything back from him. We did have a conversation about it, but if they don't want the business, then fuck them. The tubing has burst on this one. He did burst a long time ago. But anyway, guys, I'm coming to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed them, having a good look at it, because I certainly enjoyed having a good look around them again. But as always, Neca Addiction 1984. Signing out.